Let's hit 15 likes right now. Like and subscribe.
Thank you, Drake! Today, I'm going to be ranking every item in a Hive Bedwars Season 4 on a tier list from S to F. S being the best and F being the worst. And I guarantee at least someone's going to be upset and type a very nice comment. So let's start off with wool, shall we? This is the most basic block in Bedwars. When I think of Bedwars, I think of two things. Beds and wool. No one really hates wool and no one really loves it. So for that, I'm putting this straight into the C tier. It's a good middle of the line block. Think of like your average Joe if he was a block, you know what I mean? Now on one end of the block spectrum is obsidian. If you're buying this to cover your bed, I'm going to blow up your house. I despise this block, alright? Just even looking at it just makes my blood boil. If you're buying this, you're either really annoying or bad at the game. And for that, I'm sending this straight into the F tier. No questions asked. Now what the hell are you actually gonna use this thing for, okay? Bridging is so easy. You can learn it in 5 seconds. I'm not even joking. In fact, I'm going to post a YouTube short on how to bridge. The only justification for buying this is if you have like no fingers or toes. Like, I don't know. F. Let's move on to something incredibly washed. Until Season 4, Deep Slate was an incredible block. By the time you dealt with your first rush, you could take 2 diamonds, put Deep Slate on your bed, and then you'd be set for the rest of the game. But since they nerfed the price to 4 diamonds, this thing is the equivalent to Celtic's Shack. Look, it would have been an easy A tier, but this new season brings this down all the way to a D. No one's buying this anymore. You want to know why? It's because there's a new kid on the block. Concrete. Concrete is pretty much Season 4's Deep Slate. It sent Deep Slate to the fucking retirement home. But if you think about it, Concrete is just the weaker version of Deep Slate. And for that reason, it can't go into A, so I'm putting it in B. Now I have a word from our sponsors.
This is my first hit
Oh shit!
in Ireland!
Let's keep going down the list of blocks. Now who's buying wood to defend their bed? This thing is weak as hell. You could just mine this with your fist. It takes 3 seconds. The only thing this is useful for is blocking yourself into bed defenses. Otherwise, this thing is a D tier block. Up next, we got...
What? Oh, hell no! That's... Oh, hell no!
Alright, let's move on to the stone sword. The stone sword is like the wool of weapons. You know what I mean? It's the second thing everyone should be buying in a Bed Wars game. And honestly, you could just win the game with this. You don't even have to upgrade your weapon. The stone sword does its job perfectly. Since I'm feeling nice, I'm just gonna put this as the first A tier of the day, baby. Now we got the iron sword. I'm gonna say it. This thing pisses me off, alright? Which one of you psychopaths are actually buying an iron sword? It's such a waste of 5 diamonds. You could just use a stone sword. That is so much more cost efficient. This is straight into the F tier. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear any complaints. This is junk. You could use 5 diamonds to buy the second best item in the game. A bow. Look, if there's something that's annoyingly broken, no matter what PvP game mode you're trying to play, it's gonna be the bow and arrow. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many femboys you got, nothing is able to defeat the power of the bow spam. As soon as you get your hands on this majestic beauty of a weapon, you can just harass anyone your heart desires, alright? This is an easy S tier. Come on now. Continuing on this train of positivity is the diamond sword. As much as I hate fighting against the diamond sword, life is very, very good when you get your own diamond sword. This thing shreds through any hopeless child standing in your way of Bed Wars glory. That was the corniest thing I've ever said, I'm sorry. So guess what? It's going into the A tier. It's kinda expensive, so that's why it's not getting an S. The fireball. It's honestly a well-balanced item. It costs a reasonable stack of iron because it's so powerful, alright? This thing is so versatile. You can do a fireball jump, do some damage, revive King Vaughn, become pregnant, become a femboy, or grief your teammates, whatever your heart wants, you know what I mean? But it still gets a solid A tier. Alright, back to being a hater. The mace. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it. This thing is garbage. It sucks. It sucks dick, balls, cock.
What did you say about my new albums, Chuddy?
They're great. I loved every single one of them.
Okay, thanks. I'm releasing my new song called Hive Bedwars right now.
Ever since I left the city, you. In 2026, there will be a global pandemic called antivirus.
Okay, thank you, Drake. Anyways, back to the mace. It's the kind of slop that you buy once and then you never buy it again because it's funny. It has no practical use. It's the biggest waste of 6 emeralds in human history. I'm putting this straight into the F tier.
Fucking useless sack of shit. Get out!
If you actually buy this, I'm gonna laugh at you, I don't know. Onto its companion, the wind charge. This thing kinda slaps. Sadly, there's not much use to it except for blowing off your opponents.
Hey yo, what the
Hold on. Or blowing off your teammates. Oh my god! But the problem with it is that it's pretty expensive. If you've got 48 iron anyways, you might as well just save up for a fireball at that point. Fortunately, I can't put this higher than a C tier. Starting the tools off, we've got the iron pickaxe. It's a must-have in every single Bed Wars game at this point because everyone and their grandmas got concrete as their bed defense now. It shreds through concrete, it shreds through deep slate. It's probably the only tool you'll ever need to use. It's the most A tier item I think I've seen all day. Now it's time for shears. Are we seriously buying this? You can mine wool with anything else in like 1 second. What's the point of buying shears? I'm putting this in the D tier. Okay. I don't know why. I don't think it deserves an F, but it definitely can't be any higher. Let's talk about the iron axe. It's probably more useful than shears, but you can also just mine wood with your bare hands just fine. But then again, when are you actually gonna be mining wood? I'm putting this into the C tier.
Fuck me.
Just because it's a bit less useless than shears. Now for the next item, the diamond pickaxe. You only, and I mean you only need this for when someone buys obsidian. Otherwise, it's a waste of emeralds. But the only thing that's keeping this from the F tier is because it destroys my greatest enemy, obsidian. And the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So you're getting put in the D tier, buddy. The golden apple. If you have the spare gold, the resistance, the gold hearts, and the regen that the golden apple gives you quite a big advantage in fights. But just spend your gold on iron armor if you don't have it already. For that reason, I can't put it much higher than a B tier, but it's really good for the late game. Oh boy, the ender pearl. Now I've got a hot take. It's not that great this season. It's pretty slow, and when you land it, you take damage. Although I still think it's a good item, it's pretty expensive at 4 emeralds for a one-time use item. And just because of its price, I can't put it much higher than a C tier. Now put the pitchforks down. The only reason why the ender pearl is so low is because of the jetpack. I think we can all agree that this is like the LeBron James of items. Even after this thing got nerfed into shreds and had its price increased by 3 emeralds, it's still clearly the best item for transportation. As much as I love and hate this thing like Kanye, there's no way I could put it any lower than an S tier. In fact, I'm making a whole new tier for this. It's going to the S plus tier. Alright, let's move on to the armor. Starting with chain. It's really cheap at only 20 iron. And it lets you take a good amount of hits for its price. It's a really good early game investment. So it gets a solid B tier. Nothing more, nothing less. Now we've got to deal with iron armor. It's usually the highest tier of armor you'll end up buying in a Bed Wars game, and it's pretty damn good. A lot of the time, I just skip chain armor entirely and go straight to iron armor. Like, why cook something if you could just go in raw, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. This thing is awesome sauce, so we're putting it in A tier. Diamond armor. You only buy this when the game's really sweaty and really late into the game. Most of the time, iron armor is gonna do more than enough, so might as well just spend those emeralds on a diamond sword or something, I don't know. And I better not see anyone doing these iron and diamond armor splits in public matches.
Young man, kill yourself!
I'd rather eat the elephant pussy lips they serve at Arby's. Yeah, it's going in C tier, I don't know. there's only 3 useful potions. That being regen, speed, and the poison orb. Everything else gets sent into the F tier, alright? Because tell me, what the hell am I supposed to do with cryo freeze? I'm putting regen and speed at a B, and I'm putting the poison orb at an A. The decoy player. Who thought at the Hive Games Development Center thought that this was a good idea to add? Which one of the sperms decided that this was a good idea? Like my channel, this thing is comedy slop. I don't want anything to do with this. F tier. That's it. F tier. I don't care. The player tracker. It does its job. It's 1 emerald, and it's only ever useful for when someone's hiding like a little rat. If you hide in Minecraft Bed Wars, I think you deserve to be like exiled. I don't know what they're gonna do with you, but I hate you. Putting this in the C tier, it's a whatever thing. Now last, and most definitely least, the turret. The only time I see people buying this is when they've got full diamond armor. And the worst part is, it does no damage to people in full diamond armor. It just tickles them. Not only is it annoying, it's also useless. What are you doing with your life if you're buying this? If you want easy chip damage, buy a poison orb. It's so much more threatening. Like, come on, people. We're putting this in the hell tier. I don't care. It doesn't deserve to see the light of day. That's the Hive Bedwars Season 4 item tier list, baby. Anyways, if you want to rank these items yourself, the link to the tier list is down in the description below. Otherwise, click on the left for more tier list slop. I know you want to click it. Go click it.